the show on the road. Okay, Mark, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. My name is Mark Generou. I'm the territory manager for Allura Fiber Cement for Western Canada. I've been in the fiber cement business and siding business as a whole for about 24 years now. And before that, I was in the coatings business. So I've got a good background for what I'm doing at this time. I'm going to do a little introduction on Allura. My contact information will be at the end of the presentation if you would like to schedule a more comprehensive presentation at that point. So let's get started. Allura, making the material difference. So making the material difference to us is the way we've been doing it all along. It's how we're different from our competition and built our reputation. It's our team's determination to focus on and improve on the things that matter most to our partners. It's doing things that have a positive impact in the market and make a significant difference in your business. One of the ways that we make the material difference is we have the industry-leading warranty. Our warranty on the substrate is 50 years. It's a 30-year warranty with a 20-year, it goes on for another 20 years. It's transferable. The warranty is only as good as the company behind it. So we're fairly new to Canada, and this is an introduction to Allura, but we've actually been manufacturing fiber cement since 1942. We've been opening up plants and selling fiber cement in Central and South America up until 2014. In 2014, Certainty Fiber Cement was in the market, and because of some warranty class action lawsuit issues that they had to get out of the business. They approached us at that time and asked us if we wanted to purchase their 3 manufacturing facilities in the US. We had a relationship with them as we had already been selling them our trims. They never manufactured their own 4-quarter and 5-quarter trims. They always used ours, as James Hardy did, until they started producing their own trims. So in 2014, Allura was launched, and we started producing our product in those facilities. We had to retool, cost millions and millions of dollars. We have our own formulation, so it's not a Certainty formulated pressed product. It is a Allura fiber cement that we roll the layers together, and we have our own formulation. 2015, we were named Siding of the Year by Peninsula Press, and then we started to grow. We signed 2 of the top 10 builders in the US, KB Homes and Toll Brothers, and they are still with us to this day. We did Midwest expansion and officially reopened our Terre Haute plant in 2018. We launched long-term initiatives to serve customers better in 2019. And in 2020, before the COVID hit, we started rebranding and launching new products. This is a map of where our manufacturing facilities are in the US and Mexico. All the fiber cement for Western Canada comes out of White City, Oregon. Allura, quality for every application you need. So here are the products that we produce. It's a very comprehensive line. Shake, which is staggered edge and straight. We have porch and ceiling panels. We have trims, soffits, smooth and textured lap sidings. So the product, I'm going to go over the products so you have an idea of what we do manufacture, what's available. So lap siding, Allura shake, vertical panels, trim boards, soffit, and backer. So we'll start with lap siding. Lap siding comes in 2 different textures. It comes in a smooth and it comes in our traditional wood grain. All the sidings are 5/16 inch thick or lap sidings. They come in 5.25, 6.25, 7.25, 8.25, 9.25, and 12. You always overlap it by 1.25 inches. So it gives you the 5.25 gives you a 4-inch exposure, 8.25, 7-inch exposure. Very easy to figure out how much material you need when it comes to lap siding is because it's 12 feet long and let's say a 7.25 gives you 6-inch exposure. That means you're getting 6 square feet per piece. If somebody wants 7.25, you figure out the square footage, you divide it by 6, there's your pieces. One of the difference between us and our competition is the depth of our wood grain. As you can see here, we have the deepest wood grain when it comes to regular fiber cement. Our appearance, we believe, is outstanding, and I would guess probably 8 out of 10 people would prefer our wood grain over the competition. You can also notice that at the bottom of the piece, you have a sharp edge to it. The competition has a rounded or bull nose at the bottom. And then on the face of the product, they put their name and they put a nail line, which is good for the installers. They know exactly how to put the nail. The problem is you can't take that piece and flip it over. So with ours, because of that, you get 50% less waste. Sounds dramatic, and it can be when it comes to the gables. If you're using 20% waste with the competition, you'd use 10% waste with us. And because of our deep wood grain, when we stain it, either in our factory or one of the local pre-stainers, the wood tone being one, it looks like stained wood as opposed to stained fiber cement. One of the new products that we've added to our lap siding collection is our Perfection Shingle. Perfection Shingle is an 8.25 by 12 feet long plank, and it's available in primed, a spectrum paint finish, or stained, straight edge profile only, and it's 7/16-inch thick, which increases the shadow line. It comes in a rough sun cedar texture, and as you can see, we put the texture on vertically instead of horizontally, and we put grooved keyways in it so it looks like cedar shingle. The keyways aren't cut out, so it gives you the look of cedar shingle, but you install it like lap siding. So the material is more expensive than a regular lap siding, but your labor is going to be exactly the same as putting up a piece of 8.25 lap siding. This is what it looks like on the wall in a solid linen color. That's what it looks on a project in Salish, Washington. That is a solid color. And that is a building in Oregon where they used rustic stain with the Perfection Shingle. We also have our regular Allura Shake. Allura Shake is a 1/4 inch thick. It's 16 inches by 48 inches, like the competition. The keyways are cut out, so it looks more like the individual cedar shingles that everybody's used to. 7-inch exposure and 5-inch exposure. And it's available in primed, it's available in our solid colors, and it's available in our stained. And to come back to it, because of our texture, it looks significantly better than the competition, especially when you stain it. That's a close-up. We are the only company that still offers a half round and an octagon. Very small percentage of the business, but at least you know where to go if you. We offer 4 different types of panels. Our traditional cedar, our 8-inch on center, our smooth, and our stucco. One of the reasons why we have a deeper wood grain between us and our competition, when you're manufacturing the fiber cement and it's coming down the line, you have to add the texture to it. Our texture roller is stainless steel. The competition use a vinyl texture roller. So it can't give you as deep a wood grain, and it can't give you as smooth. So when it comes to appearance, our smooth is a little smoother and our wood grain is a little deeper. All our panels are 5/16 inch thick, 4x8, 4x9, and 4x10. This is a panel application with our trims to make it look like board and batten. Again, board and batten. And this is our panel application with easy trim on a project for faction projects in Kelowna. Trims. So we manufacture a trim, and the fiber cement trim that we've got, because we don't add silica to it, it's a very fine fiber cement. You can actually, with our fiber cement trims, you can cut it with a regular wood blade. They are non-combustible, and they're available in a 7/16 inch thickness, a 4/4, a 5/4, and we just introduced last year at 8/4, which gives you a full 2x4 or 2x6 look. The 4/4 is 3/4 inch thick. The 5/4 is 1 inch thick. We have the most thicknesses in the market and the most widths in the market as well. Soffits that are available, they're available in a texture and a smooth. They're also available in vented in both of them. They come in 12-inch widths, 16-inch width, and 24-inch widths. And then you can get a solid piece of 4x8 in the same textures. What differentiates siding from soffit is siding is 5/16 inches thick. This is a 1/4 inch thick. So this is warranted to go in your soffits, as regular panel or plank is not warranted to go into your soffits. So a picture of a job that we did with stain. And last year we did introduce a new soffit for this market. People in this market have been using our lap siding for soffits for years. They will just take a 6 1/4, 7 1/4, 8 1/4, and install it like cedar soffit. Because we don't have a nail line on the face of the product and there's sharp edges on both sides, you can use our product for that. The problem is we've never tested it. It's been field tested about 1,000 times. It's never failed, but we can't, if an architect calls us and said, or a homeowner says, is it warranted? I have to say, we don't have a warranty on the product. So we have introduced an 8 1/4, an 8-inch, and a 6 1/4 in 1/4 inch thickness that you can now install a fiber cement soffit that looks like cedar, that gives you a warranted product that's non-combustible, that looks like cedar soffit and is going to last forever. We've also introduced a new product to us, our beadboard. And launching today in this market is our new painted program, which we're calling Spectrum. It's a factory applied finish, and it's applying 50% more paint on average versus typical field applications. We use PPG, specifically formulated paint just for fiber cement and Allura. We do it in a controlled environment. Provides a cured finish for a stronger bond to resist chipping, peeling, and cracking. It comes with a 15-year finish warranty, which is the same as the competition. So us compared to the competition, we are 50 years on substrate. There are 30 years on substrate. When it comes to paint warranties, we're both 15 years. Comes ready to install. So it's pre-finished material, means no wasted time waiting on painters or specific weather conditions to paint. If the job needs to be painted and the weather conditions are not agreeable, they're not going to stop. They're still going to get it painted somehow, and that's going to affect the finish in the future. We have the most standard colors. We have 25 standard colors and 5 stains, all in the Spectrum line. All of this can be found at our new redesigned website. One of the pages you can go to is resources. In the resources page, you can get full product catalogs, install manuals. You can get case studies. The CCMC reports are non-combustible testing. Anything that you pretty much need that an architect or builder requests, you can go directly to our website, or you can just come to me. We've also just added a visualizer to it. This is the way a lot of people used to pick colors. Now you can go on to our visualizer. You can pick the color and the product that you're looking for, and you can put it onto either a preloaded house, or you can upload your own. Master training. We believe in training the installers. 90% of all the callbacks that happen in the business is because of poor installation. So we offer classroom sessions, field training, customer events, specified manuals and tech bulletins, how-to videos, also on the website, and website resources. And we will offer up our install guy's phone number for you 24 hours a day. That's Tim Larson. He's the Western US and Canada install manager. If you want to request training for either your store or the installer, you can go to this website and you can request training directly from the installer training program. So to recap, these are some of the advantages that we have over the competition. The builder grade that you see on the chart in front of you, that is a US cheap builder grade. It's not available in Canada. So it's us versus the comparable brand. So efficiency, cut and invert for less waste. The competition, you cannot invert because of the nail line. Profiles and sizes, we have a full range, they have a full range. Available in all climate zones, they're available in all climate zones. Paint adhesion. So when we paint the product, we put on a primer in our factory, we ship it to across the street to where we get it coated, and they put 2 coats on. The competition doesn't put the primer on if they're going to coat it. So we have more mill thickness on the product than the competition. We both offer in-person installation. And how does it look? We have the lowest repeating and the deepest wood grain on the fiber cement in the market today. When it comes to warranties, we are 50 years on the substrate, they're 30. When it comes to transferability, we both are, and we both offer 2 times the retail cost as the warranty, and we do it for 30 years and they do it for 30 years, and then we prorate it for another 20 years, which gives you the 50 years. Thank you very much for your time. And this is me, and I'll take some questions.
Okay, so let's see if there are any questions or any hands being raised to speak questions. I don't see any in the Q&A. I don't see any in the chat. Nice comments though, great presentation, still learning. Thank you very much, so that's nice. And I don't see any hands raised for asking questions. So I think we'll stop it there and go to the next presentation. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Susan. Thanks everybody for your time.